Hey, what's up guys? I want to do a little update video on my Rusty's Rags care kit. I did a review on this at least a year or so ago. This is the knife care kit. Not going to review it today, but I am going to be using it and talking about it a little bit because people will occasionally ask me, they'll see an old video for something, they'll watch an old knife review and say, hey, you still got that knife? And nah, I don't. Hey, you still got that Zippo? Nah, no, don't. Still got that gun? Yeah, maybe. But something I do get asked quite often is, you did a review on a product, do you still use that product? All right, now as far as oils go, lubricants, obviously I have guns, I need lubricant for my guns, I have knives, I do lubricate my knives when appropriate, and I'm constantly changing, I'm trying one thing, trying something else. There's certain products that I've used and never went back to, and there's certain products that I still continuously use. I still use Miltech 1 on both gun and knives. I still use Tough Glide, still love both those products. Still use Ballistol. And I still use Rusty's Rag silicone, all right? One of the biggest reasons why I use this, particularly on my knives, for my knife blades, not so much the pivot as much, but specifically for the blades, is because it's food grade. It works really good, it helps with rust prevention, just like any other lubricant would, but the fact that it is food grade, it's a nice little added bonus just in case I do use my knives for food prep. Now, I've been offered some kind of a discount code for all my viewers, and you know, it's some cutlerylover type thing, but I happen to be subscribed to Mr. Colonel Hunter. And I know that Mr. Hunter has his own little coupon code. So why start my own if he already got one going? And he's got an awesome one going. It's 25% off of all the products across the board. And I believe it's MBV. Okay, M as in Mary, B as in baseball, V as in Victor. MBV. You put it, I believe, in the checkout and you get 25% off your order. And if he happens to have some kind of sale where there's already like 10% off or something or 5% off or something, I believe it's 25% off in addition to that. All right, of course you can always contact him directly if you want to make sure of that, but you get at least 25% off. The knife care kit is 20 bucks, $19.95, something like that, $19.99. And with 25% off, looking at 15 bucks. For 15 bucks, I think it's worth it. You know, it's not a review, obviously. I've talked about this before, but I do love this, the sheepskin kind of sham that you use, and really the silicone as well. You can buy, I have a bottle, a larger bottle, the 1 ounce one of just the silicone too, because this doesn't last all that long. But anyway, today I'm cleaning up my CRKT toothpick, Texas toothpick. The blade needs to be wiped down a little bit. The bolsters are getting a little cruddy. Want to bring out that shine. And something else, which a lot of people don't talk about, are Zippos. Here's one of my replica Zippos. This happens to have a flat finish or brushed chrome finish on the front, and it has polished sides. Now the polished part under Zippos don't really need to be protected, okay? The fine finish on there is going to actually close up the pores of the metal, so it's not going to be easy. It's not easily going to rust. I have never personally seen any Zippo that's been polished actually rust. It might tarnish a little bit over years and years and years, but it'll never really rust. However, although rare, you don't see it too often with people who have newer Zippos, but if you look at any Zippo, 5-6 years old or older, you'll always find some kind of tarnish or rusting on it. If you want your Zippos looking like they're brand new, you gotta oil them, just like your knives, just like your guns. All right, personally it doesn't matter to me that much. Today I'm gonna see if this lube takes off. I just took the sticker off this one because I wanna start using this one. It's not even filled yet. But I'm gonna see if it gets the residue off, as well as just clean it up a little bit. So it looks like as far as the residue goes, it's not doing much for that. Alright. We'll fill it too, but not right this second. Yeah, so although I still love this silicone for its intended purpose, I'll use the corner of my rag. Don't need much here. But yeah, this is the best little trick to get that sticker residue off. See the residue right there? It's gone. That's it, perfect. So, let's close this up for now. You know what? What the heck, let's fill my Zippo. I gotta fill it up anyway. But anyway, yeah, the silicone is fantastic for its original intended purpose. of sealing in the pores, steel pores. Quiet moment. I happen to have it out here. I'm doing this for convenience. People are always asking me anyway to fill the Zippo. You don't need much, don't overfill it. That's plenty. If I happen to get any fluid on my fingers, I always kind of just do this, I'll dry it up. Alright, so now we got open flame. Let's move our fluid out of the way. Okay, yeah, that has nothing to do with anything. I just happen to have it out, so there we go. Alright, so particularly the flats where you have the brush steel, just want to give a quick little wipe down. Does not take much. I will wipe down the sides. I don't even need it with the oiled part. The dry part's fine. I'll take the fingerprints off, so it's nice and polished and beautiful and spiffy. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Now with the silicone, like I said, you really don't need much. In fact, what you saw me put on this rag was too much. You only need about a drop or two. It goes a really long way. Now this is not going to be for Zippo tricks or anything, so I don't have to worry about being slick. This is just for use. Basically, I mean, I have the whole thing kind of coddled in here, and I'm just getting all sides, the front and the back, all at once. Just doing like a circular thing here. That's pretty much it. So it's lightly oiled. A beautiful sheen on it. Looks awesome. That's all. So moving on, let's take care of our little knife here. I know I have plenty of oil, so I don't need that anymore. Okay, so our blade not looking too bad. A little bit of residue here and there, particularly on the back there. And the bolsters I want to shine up a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shut it and take care of my bolsters. Just rub them back and forth. Really simple stuff. I don't even have to talk through this video. You can just kind of see what I'm doing. Dry that off. Yeah, you don't want your knives. You don't want your knives that slippery. So dry this off really good. Nice and dry. And then I'll do the blade afterwards. But I want to show you the difference here. It really takes your used knife and makes it look brand new. But more importantly, it's protecting the metal so you don't get any rust. And there's nothing sadder than opening up one of your cool knives and finding surface rust on it. I mean, it's rare you're ever going to have any real rust or any pitting or anything, unless you find an old knife in a tackle box or something. But look at the difference on that brass. The shield, the bolsters. Really, it's like night and day. It's not going to take scratches out or anything, but all the gunk, the fingerprints, barely gonna need anything. Just basically one wipe on each side, or two. Obviously, this being a slip joint, I'm bracing the tang here, just so that as I'm rubbing this, if I happen to push back, it won't fold in on me. And of course, I'm not gonna cut myself, but you wanna be careful at home. You don't wanna rub on your edge, then it will hurt. But you really don't need much here. So I'm gonna go back, kind of like a pinch grip here. I'm gonna get the bolsters again, and then move my way up onto the blade, and one clean swipe. That's all I need. The knife looks brand new. I sharpened it before I started the video, and now it's nice and lightly oiled. I want to close this up, feel the outside, dry this off even more, because I want this to be really bone dry. I don't want to be using it and have it slide out of my hands because of the silicone. That's pretty much it. So yes, certain products, actually many products that I show, if I do a review on them and I like them in the review, guess what? I'm keeping them and I'm actually using them. It's not just for show, it's not just to make another video, it's actual, unbiased product reviews. If I say I like something, it's because I do. And more likely than not, if I don't have many other options, I'll keep using that particular product. In this case, oils are funny because there's so many different on the market, so many different ones, and they all work great. Like I said, I still use Miltech 1, I still use Tough Glide, I still use Ballistol, but I still use the Rusty's Rags oil as well. So that's it. So now I got my knife, And I got my Zippo, and they're protected, they're not gonna rust or anything, and I'm good to go. And I notice my table has a little oil on it. Look at the viewfinder. Perfect. That's it. So, like I said, the biggest benefit I think to Rusty stuff, particularly this, is that it is food grade. Now there are other options out there, you know, you can get for food grade oils, but out of all the ones I've used, I like this the most. Besides this, I don't like any other ones. I mean, Ballistol is fine. That works fine too. This is actually, as far as a rust preventative, I think this one works even better, slightly better. But the food grade thing, Ballistol is food grade as well, but this doesn't smell at all. I mean, if I smell this, let's see, it's got like a, well, it smells slightly metallic, but that's probably because I was rubbing it on the metal. But it doesn't have a very pungent odor at all, whereas the Ballistol does stink a little bit. You know, I happen to not, it doesn't bother me, but some people don't like the smell of it. So if it is something that bothers you and you are looking for a food safe or food grade alternative, this is definitely number 2 in my book. So that's all. Just want to do a quick little update for you and remind you, if you are buying this stuff, to use Mad Bad Voodoo's code MBV for 25% off. So can't go wrong with that. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your time as always, and I will see you soon. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.